You ever find yourself just trying to exist, and suddenly you're haunted by something you did years ago? Not like a ghost, but something way worse, an old, cringy memory that just won't die. Well, let's get into it and figure out why our brains are so obsessed with our most awkward moments.
I mean, it's one of the most frustrating things about being human, right? You can't remember your own phone number sometimes, but you can vividly recall that one time you waved at someone who is actually waving to the person behind you. So what is going on there?
Okay, picture the scene. You're all cozy in bed, you're finally about to fall asleep. The day is done, it's quiet, it's peaceful.
And then, bam, out of nowhere, your brain decides, hey, you know what would be great right now? A film festival of your most embarrassing moments. Remember that time you called your teacher mom? Or tripped up the stairs in front of everyone? Yeah, it's showtime.
And here's the wild part. It's not just a thought, is it? You can actually feel it. That sinking feeling in your stomach, your face gets all hot. It feels just as real and just as awful as it did 10 years ago.
So what gives? Is your brain just a jerk? Is it designed to torment you for its own amusement? Well, believe it or not, the answer is no. And the real reason is way more interesting than you think.
To crack this case, we've got to understand how our brain actually stores memories. And the big secret, it turns out, is all about feelings. So think about it like this. Your memory isn't just one giant storage unit. It's more like a super organized filing system. Most of your daily memories are just plain gray folders. But the memories that are tied to strong emotions, they get the VIP treatment. They're slapped with a bright red flashing important sticker. All right, so meet the main character in this whole drama, a tiny part of your brain called the amygdala. The best way to think of it is as your brain's bouncer or emotional security guard. Its one job is to watch everything that happens, and when something with a big emotional punch comes along, it sounds the alarm. And this is basically what's happening. The second that amygdala alarm goes off, it picks up the bat phone and sends an emergency signal to the hippocampus. That's the part of your brain that actually builds the memories. And the message is super clear. Hey, this one's a big deal. Save it. And don't just save it in 4K with surround sound. So it really boils down to this simple 3-step chain reaction. 1, you do something awkward. You tell the waiter, "You too," after they say, "Enjoy your meal." 2, your amygdala goes into full-on panic mode because it senses a social threat. And 3, it tells the hippocampus to burn that memory into your brain forever. It's a super efficient system, just, a little painful sometimes.
But why? Why would our brains even be built with this feature that makes us feel bad? It just seems like a flaw, doesn't it? Well, it's not a quirk. It's actually a very, very old feature designed for a reason that's crucial to our survival.
That's the key right there. That cringy feeling isn't a bug. It's a feature. See, as human beings, we're social animals through and through. For pretty much all of our history, our survival has depended on fitting in with the group. I mean, think about it. If you go way back, getting kicked out of your tribe wasn't just lonely. It was basically a death sentence. You needed the group to survive. So our brains evolved to be hypersensitive to social mistakes. That hot, sinking feeling of embarrassment, it's an ancient alarm bell screaming, "Don't do that again or you'll get kicked out." So when your brain plays that awkward memory on a loop, it's not actually trying to be cruel. It's trying to help in its own super anxious, overprotective way. It's basically running a safety drill, yelling, "Hey, remember how bad this felt? Okay, great, let's not do that ever again." The intention is good, even if it feels terrible. Okay, so if this is all supposed to protect us, why does it feel so broken? Why does it get stuck on repeat? Well, it's because our very helpful ancient system has a couple of, let's call them glitches, that really crank up the volume on these memories. Glitch number 1 is something called rumination. And that's just the fancy scientific term for that endless looping replay. Your brain thinks it's doing something useful, like reviewing the game tape to see what went wrong. The only problem is that watching the replay over and over just makes the memory stronger and the bad feelings even worse. Now, glitch number 2 is a real doozy. It's called the negativity bias. For survival, our brains are basically designed to be like Velcro for bad experiences and Teflon for good ones. 100 good things can happen and slide right off, but one bad thing happens, it sticks. And this shows you exactly what that imbalance looks like. You can have a fantastic day, a fantastic week even. 100 positive, wonderful things can happen. But then you have just one tiny, awkward, cringy moment?
Yup, you already know the answer. Your brain, thanks to that negativity bias, will zoom in on that one single cringe moment and forget the other 100 good ones. It does this because it sees the mistake as a bigger threat and a more important lesson to learn.
Okay, so that's the why. Our brains are basically anxious, ancient survival machines with a couple of glitches. Pretty cool, right? But now for the most important part. What in the world can we actually do about it? How do we break the cycle and just let it go? Well, maybe the most powerful tool you have against the cringe is understanding something called the spotlight effect. We all have this feeling that there's a giant spotlight following us around, highlighting every single thing we do wrong. But here's the honest truth. Nobody's watching that closely. This says it all, really. While you are replaying that moment you tripped in your head for the 1,000th time, convinced everyone is still thinking about it, here's what they're actually thinking about. Their own embarrassing moment from yesterday. We're all the main character of our own movie, not anyone else's. So here's your game plan. When that memory pops up, try to laugh at it. Just see how absurd it is. Better yet, reframe it. It's not a failure. It's just a funny story now. Remind yourself that nobody else remembers this. And most importantly, bring yourself back to right here, right now. The past only has power if you live in it. So, the next time your brain starts up its little cringe fest, you don't have to get dragged down with it. You can just acknowledge it, and then you can tell it, hey, I see what you're doing. Thanks for trying to keep me safe, but I'm good. We've moved on.